It's in the game.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Houston Texans.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the
And we are underway from Houston. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen, Marks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Under.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Stroud. checks this down to Marks out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Marks diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Buccaneers 0. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 12. And a Buccaneer first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 8.
On the quick, right? 18.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Stroud looking to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Buccaneers' 29-yard line.
A toss left, Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That is caught. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Here we go.
They toss to Mixon. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on fourth and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Stroud now on fourth down. He'll try to do it himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take a chance, but they find pay dirt on fourth and goal. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14, Buccaneers nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
And he return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Mayfield looks to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Wide open receiver complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half.
14. Buccaneers 3. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense a good chance to catch their ball.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Mayfield's pass intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, that is incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18. What's that?
And Stroud now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Stroud to throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
4th down, here's Stroud. He'll try to do it himself. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. That's caught. Emeka Buka. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Second and 5 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
Mayfield now to Evans on the slant. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll be blocked down at the 37.
And a first down. A gain of 9
Mayfield to throw it.
And the Buccaneer first down.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Mayfield. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
Well, we've seen this from them before because you can move the ball on them through the middle of the field, but once you get into the red zone, that's where they really clamp down. They come up with the interception there, but you know about this crew. They're playing modern defense, taking care of the red zone third downs and getting after the quarterback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. On the ground, here's Brooks. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Mixon on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Two J.
Again, it's Mixon. Down right around the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point
Mayfield. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Buccaneers 11.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 4.
Mayfield to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down inside the 40.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Baker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here comes second down at 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
That's another Buccaneers first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Gain of 12 yards.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's first and 10. Mayfield to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Mayfield. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st and goal. Mayfield keeps it himself. And that will get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. One last shot from Mayfield here. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. No time on the clock. This to claim victory. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning